Hello everyone, welcome to the 140 Q&A practice. We're going to start with defense questioning. Ready? Is that between your shoulder blades? Do you know what your shoulder blades are? Yeah, I know that. Make sure you give her a chance to ask her question, okay, Heather? Give her a good chance to finish her question, and then she'll give you plenty of time to answer. Okay, you felt the pain between your two shoulder blades, correct? Yes. What did it feel like? It's hard to describe pain 2 years after it happened, but what did it feel like? It feels like somebody's grabbing your muscles and squeezing on them. So it felt like a tightness? Yes. Other than between the shoulder blades, did you have pain anywhere else that night? On my neck, the same problem. So it was at your neck? Yes. The bottom part of your neck? Yes. Did you take anything for that? Advil. That night you took some Advil? Yes. Did it seem to help a little bit? No. Did your mother take you to a doctor? Yes. When did she take you to the doctor? I'm not sure how long after. It seemed like forever. Because it hurt. That's because it hurt so much. Was it within a week or so of the accident? Do you remember? I can't answer that. No, I don't really remember. Who did you go to? I think Dr. Billick. Have you been to him before? Yes. Was he your family doctor? Yes, my mom works for him. Did you ever make it to your relative's house that weekend? No, we didn't go. Where did you go after the Big 5 parking lot? You were in the Big 5 parking lot, exchanged information. We went home. Then you drove home? Yes. Did anybody see a doctor that day? Anybody in your car? No. Is that the accident? It occurred on, you said, Good Friday, right? I don't know about that one because my mom might have went and seen a doctor. I know she did, but I'm not sure if it was that day. Okay. If the accident occurred on a Friday, is it possible that you went to the doctor the following Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. Okay, I thought maybe that would refresh your recollection. That's fine. Did Dr. Billick tell you anything about what he thought was wrong with you? I remember him saying to take Advil, but I wasn't really in the room when he was talking because I was in pain, so I don't know. He told your mother? Yes. Is your father around this area? He lives in Apple Valley. Did your father take you to any of these doctors? No. Did Jennifer go with you to the doctor? A few times, but she wasn't seen. Did Jennifer have any pain after this accident? No. You've seen a lot of doctors for this automobile accident, haven't you? Yes. Do you know how many doctors you've seen? Why don't you just list them for us if you know the names? Dr. Billick, and then I don't remember. I'll just give you the ones that I know. Dr. Kearney, and then there's one from a hospital, Miraloma. I don't know if that's a hospital name or not. It's something like that. It starts with an M, but then I don't know the others, but I know there's more. Did you have any type of testing done at any of these places? Yeah. Do you remember the type of testing that they did to you? I had a bone scan. How soon after the accident did you have the bone scan? Was it within a week? Within months? No. we seen him last or second to last. When you say him, who are you referring to? The guy at the hospital. Was that the hospital, the Miraloma Hospital? I don't know that name. Okay, I'm going to stop there and switch transcripts. All right. This is going to, let's see, start with, it's going to be plaintiff questioning. Did you do that? Yes. Then what happened? Then he got on top of me. Did the defendant have sexual intercourse with you? Yes. Did he force you to have sexual intercourse? Yes. What did the defendant do with the knife that he had in his possession prior to that time while he was having intercourse with you? He always had the knife in his hand. Now you had given birth to 6 children prior to that time? Yes. And you had engaged in sexual intercourse before? Yes. Did the experience that you and the defendant have, was it painful to you in any way? Yes. Did the defendant say anything to you after he started to have sexual intercourse? Yes, but I don't remember. How long would you estimate that the defendant had sexual intercourse with you? I don't remember. Can you estimate? A short time, a long time, not too long. You said the defendant had a sexual intercourse with you? Yes. After he was through with you, what did he do? Then he put his pants back on and told me to get dressed, and he took me back to my car. Now, did the act of sexual intercourse take place in his car? Yes. In which seat? In the front seat. In the passenger's seat? Yes. After the defendant took you back to your car, did you look at his license plate? Yes. Did you later call the police? Yes. How much time lapsed or went by from the time you got out of the defendant's car and looked at his license plate until a police officer arrived at your house? About half an hour, no more than half an hour. And did you tell the police officer what the license number was of the man who had raped you? Yes. And then a short time after that, were you shown some photographs? Yes. And all of the photographs shown to you, did you select one of them as the man who had raped you? Yes. Was that the defendant's photograph? Yes. Thank you. I have nothing further. Excuse me. I do have one more question. Okay. At any time in your entire life, had you ever met the defendant before this early a.m. hour of the 5th of April of 2011? No. Ever seen him or talked to him? No. Thank you. Nothing further. Cross-examination? Thank you. Mrs. Rodriguez, how far away is the location on Oak Street where you say you had intercourse with Mr. Goode to your home? About 3 blocks or 4. Now, when Mr. Goode first came along, were you with another individual? Yes. And who was that? My boyfriend. What's his name, assuming that he has a name? Robert Carrillo. Is he around today? No. And you don't know where he is that correct? No, maybe in Arizona. Prior to that night, how long had Carrillo been your boyfriend? How long? Yes, for about 11 months. Now, on this particular evening, approximately, during the course of the evening, how much, if anything, do you think you had to drink? About 4 beers. 4 beers, and where did you have those? I was at my cousin's house first, and then they came to my house, and then we went back to this place. What place is that? It's a bar. What city is it in? In Santa Ana. Do you know the name of it? It's the Flamingo. Of the 3 places you mentioned, your house, your cousin's house, and the Flamingo, at how many of those 3 did you have something to drink? Well, it must have been from 10 until 2. You were at the Flamingo from 10 to 2? Or 11. We got there around 11. Well, while you were at the Flamingo, you were drinking beer. Is that what you're saying? Okay, now how about when you were home before you left or at your cousin's? Did you have anything to drink at your cousin's or just at the bar? Well, I had about 2 beers at my cousin's and maybe 2 at the Flamingo. Okay, did I understand you to say you think you had a couple of beers at the cousin's? I did, about 2, then 2 at the other place. Okay, so that concludes our Q&A practice for the 140 class.